Alright, I'm back at the Meander River. It's going to be slow and easy going through here today. The river's run at 75 centimetres, which is still high for my liking. It was 78 when I was up here the other day, so it's only dropped 30 mils. I prefer it to be about 65 and 60 and around that mark. But just under here there's some rocks. Usually they're exposed, and that's when it's a good wading height. But getting across here, it's going to be probably above the waist. Once I get to the other side, I can work my way up. It's just this first part getting across here. You can get pretty deep, and looking at that river bottom, not you can see probably with the camera, it's massively covered with green algae. So it could be very slippery underfoot. If it is real slippery underfoot, I'll turn around and get out, and I'll go further upstream. Beautiful morning. It's supposed to be around about 19 to 20 degrees through here today, so we'll see how we go. Got a beautiful fish on here. It's on a little size 0 bug spinner, black stonefly bug spinner. We followed the brown trout pattern Aglia fluoro and wouldn't touch it, so I went for a little bug, and I didn't know where he'd gone, so I flicked back up to that river bank and and brought the lure back down a few times, and oh, he's a solid fish. And this force this water's not helping, so I'm going to have to put this camera away. I can't sit here and hang on because I'm going to finish up losing him, but I'll just give you a good look at him. He'll be 800 gram easy, could even be more. Oh yeah, he'd be a beautiful fish, getting around over a kilo. Lovely, so we'll get him up and get him in the net. He's just hooking in that jaw. I was just about to give it away and hit it also. I thought, oh, I'm pushing up against too much water here. Anyway, I'm going to slip the net under this fella and get a couple of photos of him in the net and weigh him while he's in the net. The water's certainly pushing down here. It's normally where I'm standing now, it's below, halfway below my knees. At the moment it's above my knees, probably about 3 or 4 inches above my knees. So there is a fair bit of water pushing down, but yeah, that trout with 975 grams. So just under the kilo, a beautiful fish, and he's backing on his way. He went in, I let him go here. Actually, just so I went to get him out the net, he flicked out and went under this log. He's gone back in, went right in under this fallen log here, so he'll be sitting under there now. So that's given me the oomph to carry on a bit further in now. It didn't even look like getting a trout here, because I'd covered probably 100 metres of water, and yeah, I didn't even think I was going to get one. And, you get one like that, it makes you go on for sure. And thankfully it was a good idea to change to the stonefly bug spinner. I nearly went for size 1, the heavier one, but I don't know, I just chose a well used old size 0 one. But anyway, it did the job. So I'll push on a bit further now. There's some sections of water up there I'm going to have to bypass. It's just going to be way too deep and unsafe, but once I get up the top end of this run, you can see a fallen log right up further there. I can get up near that, but then I'll have to get out and bypass that water up there because it's just too risky underfoot right up there. So anyway, we'll plod along. Oh, caddis moths are out hovering around already. Look at it, there's snowflakes everywhere, look at that. Beautiful. I just sit over and above the water there. Another regional trout here. Not as big as the last one, but still a nice fish. He's holding deep in this flow. His flow's really pushing, taking off that flat water on that rod on that opposite river bank. I already just hooked one and lost it, and cast up a bit higher and got this little fat fella. Maybe probably about 380 grammer too. Lovely condition. So he just hooked in the jaw. I'll get the net under him. I'm glad I brought the deep net and I got me good net today, like I did the other day when I fished in Meander. The shallow net doesn't hold them too well unless they're little trout. Now I'll get this fella off. Alright, yeah, he's a lovely fish, so get him ready, we'll just tip him out. He's all good to go. Come on, how'd you go, bub? There you go. So, like I said, I'll fish up this log and then have to get out and go around because it's too much water pushing down up there, and it's we're just below waist deep and it's not safe enough. It's still pushing down right up through here. I've moved up quite a fair way. I had to go inland and walk up through the bush and then get back in the river here, but still pushing down here very hard. There's a couple of flat water spots hard up against this riverbank over there. It's full of bubbles. It's got a nice big bubble line curling around on it. There's a bit of flat water up here to the left, a couple of patches there. Up past the fallen log, the left hand riverbank probably be hopefully productive, and further up maybe the far right hand side of the river there. But anyway, we'll just work our way along the river here. Actually, I've never fished it when it's been running at 750. I've never come up through here because I've always thought it's running too hard for here. But anyway, it's always the first time for everything. It's paid off with 2 fish from 3 hookups so far, so I'm pretty happy with that. And my biggest trout for the season as well. So yeah, it's been pretty good so far. I'm pretty stoked at the moment. I just had a follow off that riverbank there. Noticed medium-sized trout, and then I just hooked and lost the little one just in there. Only a tiddler, he's only a tiddler though. He just snapped at one, jump out the water, and out went the hook. But it's just a nice flat water along that edge there, right up that big fallen tree. The other side of the river it's got some flat waters on it, but there's not a sign of a trout come from that side. So I'll still stay in the middle of the river here. It's just above my knees, and I'll just keep working both sides of the river. The trout won't be sitting out where I'm standing here. It's just pumping down too hard and fast. Beautiful spot here. It's quite peaceful, and the caddis moths are out in force here too. They're just sitting there hovering. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, anyway, I've come right up through that water there, as far down as you can see. So 1 follow, or 2 follows, and 1 small trout that hooked up and jumped off as quick as he got on there. So I've still got a bit of decent water to fish ahead of me yet. But tell you what, it's been tough pushing up this fast water here, up through there, especially it's been above the knees. It's knocking the old fella around. Anyway, still got a bit more water to go yet, and I don't know where I'll go from here. Once I get out, I've got to walk up, got to get up through that bush and up a hill. The road's up the top there somewhere. Anyway, worry about that when the time comes. As you can see when you're down low, you can see how fast and how much water's pushing down this river at the moment. Alright, just on another decent brown here. It's holding deep in that current. They can't get to move. And it's taking off that flat water pocket on the opposite riverbank. He's a nice fish. Just filling his guts up with water here. I've got to get him in anyway. And I can't wind the handle any further. Well, I've got the camera in hand, so I'll just ease him in and get him in the net, and then we'll get a couple of photos and let him go. But, yeah, he's a nice fish. lovely one. Yeah, the condition of these trout have been absolutely beautiful, absolutely top condition. Yeah, you see the size of the gut and that on them. Yeah, they're so healthy. Yeah, we're going to let this fella go. He's on his merry way, he's good. I just let him go in a shallow stretch of water over here. And, instead of dropping him off in that faster belting water, he can just sit in there somewhere and recuperate, and we'll push on. There's a couple more good patches of water to fish up here yet, and before I get out and head elsewhere. Right, just got another one, the same stretch of water off that riverbank, up a bit further towards the top end of it though. They pull like hell in these currents. Oh, maybe the smallest one of the day, this one. Still a beautiful condition fish though. Well hooked too. Wasn't expect, I thought I'd have a couple more flicks in there and to the top end of that little flat water, you never know. And, yeah, certainly nice to pick up another one out of it. Alright, I'll put him back. And there you go, he's gone, he's on his way. Once I get across the river, I'll cross the river just down here, get up on that river bank, and I'll have to move around, and the road's up the top here. I have to make my way up through all that up in there to the road. And once up there, a nice easy walk back to the car. The hardest part's getting up that hill. Right, I've been at the river. I've moved on to another spot here, just looking down on the river. And I'm going to fish right up past that fallen tree right in the background there as far as I can. Then I'll probably give it an hour and call it. Probably may take a little bit longer, but then I'll call it a day. I'm pretty happy with how the morning went in the first session actually. I've worked my way up from the bridge up to here, probably just on 100 metres maybe, just under. I had one hook up down there. I missed that. I wasn't expecting anything here actually. And, yeah, so I'm just up into this nice wide medium sort of flowing water now. It's very clear, sun's out now, and hell it's hot too. And, hopefully we may get one or two up here. A lot of looks like little black spinners hovering around at the moment too. It's a good sign. Black spinners are little duns. It's a bit hard to tell the way they're buzzing around. So, yeah, there's plenty of hatchings around. Alright, well, I'm nearly up to this fallen tree, and I've had one more little follow from a little brown, and that's been it. Been no sign of it. It's slippery as hell underfoot here. All that green crap on the rocks. Even though I've got the felt spike shoes on, I'm getting grip, but which will keep me upright. I'm glad I never had them on. I've been in all sorts of trouble. But it's the day after a long weekend, and this stretch over here is so easily accessible from the bridge. It's probably had a hammering on the weekend, I'd say. Whereas the other area I fished, I doubt not too many to even hop in there and go up through there because of its depth and the speed of the water. So anyway, I'm going to get out and make a decision on whether I'll go somewhere else or just call it a day. It's 12:05. I think I was in the river by about 9:45, something like that. 9:30, I'm not sure. I'll have to look at my time on my camera. Alright, well, my day's done. Just a 4 trout caught and released all up, and that 975 gram, it made my day. Getting that first up was brilliant. And because I wasn't too confident of even getting anything in there today, up that stretch of river. And that's my first time in it this season. So yeah, it was nice to see a few fish up in there, and a few other, I had 2 more hookups and little ones and quite a few follows. And then I came down to this bridge here, this section of river by Barrett's Bridge, and that was just a waste of time because like I stated in the video, it's just day after a long weekend, it's easy accessible and probably got hammered. So yeah, I was pretty happy with how the day went anyway, and it's not a late day, 12:15, so I probably only had 2.5 hours to 2 3/4 hours in the river. So a very satisfying day. So and the bug spinner did the job. So till next time guys, bye line.